My husband was in love with my sister, my own sister. On his deathbed, he begged me to bury him next to her grave, and told me not to remarry him in the next life. That's hilarious. Why wouldn't I? My in-laws were a royal princess and a duke. They treated me like their own daughter. Whenever something new came out of the palace, my mother-in-law always let me pick first. The son I gave birth to was an absolute genius. Top scholar in both civil and military, an undefeated general on the battlefield. He literally turned the duke's title into a hereditary one. And when he grew up, he always had my back. Sure, my husband was a trash man pining over his first love, but his house was clean, not even a side piece. I just lived my best life. Not a single headache. Who wouldn't want that life? So the moment I got reborn, and the princess smiled and asked if I was taken, I played all shy and said, "No, ma'am." Why screw over anyone else when you can just win? I had zero guilt about Lu Junren, just pure excitement for the good life ahead. The princess slipped a gold bracelet off her wrist and put it on me herself, then had her private carriage take me home. She warmly held my hand and said, "I'm close with your mother. I happen to be free today, so I'll drop by for a chat. We can talk about the engagement while we're at it, don't you worry. Whatever your family asks for, I'll take care of it all." My eyes were all glossy, but I couldn't hide how thrilled I was. I was over the moon. People always said the princess was impossible to please. Before marrying Lu Junren in my past life, I was terrified of her. But once I moved in, I finally got it. This mother-in-law was amazing. She didn't want me waking up early, so I never had to do morning greetings. She was picky about food, so she had her own private kitchen. She never ate with the younger generation, so I never had to wait on her at the table. She loved flashy clothes and jewelry, and whenever the latest trends hit the market, she'd snatch them up first. Then she'd turn around and send basketfuls over for her maids to haul to my room. When I was near my due date, my sister showed up. That's when I found out Lu Junran's heart was never mine. The shock hit me so hard I went into labor early. When the princess heard, she absolutely lost it. She acted immediately. She had the servants drag my sister outside and beat her. Lu Junran was devastated. For the first time ever, he defied her. He went against the princess. He scooped up my barely breathing sister and ran. The princess felt both sorry for me and guilty. After the baby was born, she took over every single thing. She even brought in a performance troupe from the south and set them up in my courtyard to keep me entertained. She cried and kept reminding me over and over that she was scared I'd have dark thoughts. "You gotta be happy during your recovery. No moping allowed." She was also afraid Lu Junran would do something stupid and hurt me, so she just kept my sister and her husband stationed in the south. She made him take my sister and stay out of the capital for good. Once the carriage arrived at my house, just as the princess was stepping out, I noticed another carriage parked outside the gate, also from the Lu household. My stomach immediately dropped. At this point in time, Lu Junran had no business being at my house. Please just don't let something go wrong. And of course, the thing I feared most showed up. This stupid universe really can't stand seeing me have a good time. Inside the hall, Lu Junran was already sitting with my parents having tea, and my sister was standing right next to him, pressed up close. She was playing the delicate, charming act to the fullest. Lu Junran's ears were turning red. The princess walked in and her face went cold instantly. When Lu Junran saw us walk in, he brought my sister over to greet the princess. He walked toward me and straight up shoved my arm away from the princess. Then he turned to my sister and said, "Wan Yu, come help my mother inside." My sister, facing the princess, was noticeably more proper and restrained. Before she could even say anything, the princess said coldly, "Don't bother. I can walk just fine on my own. I'm not so old that I need someone holding me up." Lu Junran shot me a deadly glare when no one was looking. "Zi Yuhua, you've got some nerve trying to worm your way into this family. I don't want you. I want your older sister. If you dare get in the way, I will make your life miserable."